Good morning, good morning, good morning. How y'all doing this morning? Double tap on this thing. Double tap, double tap. How y'all doing this morning? Good morning, good morning, good morning. How y'all doing this morning? Go ahead and double tap on the screen, man. Let's go, let's go. I know that I'm early. But guess what? I got some stuff that I got to take care of. And because y'all done already told me y'all want me to come Monday through Friday, and I'm going to try to do it to the remainder of the year. Guess what I did? I got up earlier this morning, made my way over into the gym so that I could get here, get this live video done, and then I can go and handle business. Because guess what? If that's what y'all feel like y'all need in order for y'all to stay focused, in order for y'all to stay, you know what I'm saying, locked in, then that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to be here, man. Do me a favor. Say good morning to me. After you say good morning to me, do me a favor and go ahead and let me know where you're viewing me from. Double tap on that screen real quick. Double tap on that screen real quick. Good morning, Delsa. How you doing this morning? What up, Baltimore? What's going on, Oklahoma, Dallas? I see y'all. If y'all see me looking up and then down, that's because I got my TikTok going on down at the bottom. I got TikTok up top. I got IG. You know what I'm saying? How y'all doing this morning? Double tap on that screen real quick. Let me see something. Hold on. Y'all, hey, hold on 1 minute. Let me see if I can get y'all on Wi-Fi. IG. If it go out, then I'll just start us over. How y'all doing this morning? Double tap on that screen real quick. Boom, boom, boom. I don't know why I did that. How y'all doing this morning? Come on in the room, man. Come on in the room. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's see if they gonna let me know. Boom, boom, boom. Reconnecting. There we go. How y'all doing this morning? Double tap on the screen real quick. I'm gonna just start it over because I know how IG is, man. IG be doing some stuff that don't be making sense with the videos. If you go out and come back in, it'll have the video with no sound. I don't know why it's like that. There we go. We're going to start that thing over one time. How y'all doing, man? Good morning in the Bronx. How are you guys? Man, what's up? What is it? Ashley Brooke, how you doing? Join the Patreon. I know that's right. Double tap on the screen real quick. What up, Chicago? What's going on, Leandra? I see you popping in. Big Eddie, what up with you? Damo, I see you coming in. Okay, Walking Trophy, I see you. What's going on, Frederick? Double tap on that screen for me real quick. South Carolina is here. London is here. Miami is here. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Double tap on the screen. What's up, Buffalo, New York? I see you guys. Trent, I see you guys. St. Louis is in the building. Fort Worth, Texas is checking in on me. What up, Delaware? How y'all doing? Oh, yeah, I had to start over because I don't want no problems with it. You feel me? I don't want no problems with it. Double tap on that screen real quick. Y'all go ahead. Come on in the room. How y'all doing this morning, man? Double tap, double tap, double tap, double tap. Let's go, man. How y'all doing this morning? We ain't going to be on here long like I said before, man. I know y'all want me to do Monday through Friday, so I'm doing my best to do Monday through Friday for the rest of the year. I'm going to try to stay on Monday through Friday. You know what I'm saying? It is kind of tough. You know, I had some stuff going on today, so I had to pop on earlier than normal, but it's all good. It's all good because I already got a message prepared for y'all, and I felt like this right here was going to be necessary for some people. So do me a favor, double tap on that screen, slide on in the room this morning. How y'all doing, man? Go ahead, double tap down here. We already at 20.7K on TikTok. Let me get like 5 badges going up top. There you go, Damo, with the first badge for this morning. Y'all go ahead and bless me up real quick. How y'all doing this morning? How y'all doing this morning? It's a great day to have a great day. That's a fact, right? It's a good day to have a good day. Let's just keep in mind. Thank you, Dessa, for those flowers. Thank you, Elisa, for the flowers. I appreciate y'all, man. It's a good day to have a good day. And let's keep in mind, there was somebody that wanted to wake up this morning and didn't have that opportunity. Somebody that wanted to be clothed in their right mind this morning and didn't have that opportunity. It'll be somebody right now that wish that they could be in the position that we in right now, you know what I'm saying? And they don't have that opportunity. So let us show gratitude this morning. Let us be appreciative this morning for the fact that we're just here, if I don't have nothing else to be excited about, if I don't have nothing else to be grateful for, you know what I'm saying? I'm just going to be able to be grateful to be here today, to be clothed in my right mind, activities of my limbs. Understand that. Come on, man. Let's just be real about it, because sometimes we forget to remember how important it is, you know what I'm saying, to show gratitude, how important it is to be appreciative of the small things. But baby, I'm going to get right into my message today, because I ain't really got too much time to be playing with folk, because like I said, I got some stuff that I got to do today. One thing's for sure, two things for certain is this right here. Y'all going to have to stop running from the truth. That's it. Yeah, you just gonna have to stop running from the truth. A lot of y'all right now, y'all running from the truth. That's why I want to say that this morning. That's not my topic, but I want to put it out there. I need for y'all to understand that a lot of times your biggest problem is the fact that you want to run from the truth. Good morning, Kira. How you doing? Yeah, that's a fact. You run from the truth in every situation in your life, from a relationship to a friendship, even on your job, even in your church, your situationships that you got going on with different folk. The biggest problem that you have is that you run from the truth. If you accept these things for what they are and not what it is that you wanted to be or what you have already made it up to be in your mind, then you will be fine. The problem come in is that you can see exactly what it is, and then you'll pretend to not see it. You know exactly what it is that you feel, but you will try to say that, oh yeah, well maybe I'm doing too much, and maybe I just overreacted, or maybe it was this and maybe it was that. No, baby, you felt exactly what it was that you felt, and that's what's that, and you need to hold them accountable for that. They made you feel uncomfortable. They said something that made you feel uncomfortable. They done something that made you feel uncomfortable. And guess what? Because you did not check it when it happened, you made it okay for them. So guess what? That same thing that you did not check, you gonna see it happen again. They gonna behave that same way again. You gonna have that same exact experience all over again. Why? Because you failed to put them in their place that first time. You failed to address it that first time. You failed to hold them accountable for it that first time. I want you to understand that the truth hurt. That's my topic. They already passed 10K, baby. They down here at 42K, so I had to drop the top. Oh, the truth gonna hurt. The truth gonna hurt. Yeah, that's a fact right there. The topic of the day, baby, is that the truth hurt. The truth hurt. And I don't care who get mad about it, but that's just a fact. Y'all be wanting to run from it because you afraid of how it's gonna feel. You afraid to accept the truth because you... Okay, well, I'm gonna wait on y'all. I'm gonna wait on y'all to send me some love. Yeah, because I'm gonna do this message. I'm gonna do this message, and I'm gonna be out of here just in time to go handle business. But y'all ain't gonna make me not do it. Yeah, the truth hurt. That's just a fact. That's a fact right there. The truth is gonna hurt. Sometimes you're gonna go through certain things in life, and guess what? It's gonna hurt your feelings. You're gonna have some type of experiences in your life, and it's gonna smoke some boots. Understand that you're gonna have some stuff that's gonna go on in your life, and you're not gonna like it. You're gonna have some people that's gonna walk away from you, and you're gonna have some people that's gonna wake up and decide that they no longer want to love you. You're gonna have some friends that's gonna turn foe. You're gonna have some people that you thought was gonna end this journey with you. They're gonna fall off right there at the second level, and guess what? That's going to hurt. Not only is it going to hurt, it's going to hurt like hell. Why? Because I did not see that coming. I did not know that you were one of them. I did not know that you was disloyal. I wasn't expecting that from you. But you got to get to a place in your life where when things start happening like that, when people start exposing themselves, when people start making decisions in their life to say that they want to be a certain type of way, live a certain type of way, that you allow them. What you say, coach? I say honor them the same way you want them to honor you. That's right. What you mean by that, coach? If you walking away from me, if you detaching yourself from me, if you cutting ties with me, if you waking up and deciding that you're not happy here and you want to move on about your business, then go right ahead, baby. Understand that. Don't stay with me if you feel like you got to tolerate me. Don't stay with me if you got to feel like you got to settle for me. Don't stay with me if you feel like you got to water it down. And don't try to protect my feelings, baby. I understand. It's all good. I'm a big girl out here. And the same way that I met you, I was living and breathing and living my best life. Guess what I'm going to be doing when you walk out that door? I'm going to still be living and breathing, living my best life. You are not my air. You are not my water. I do not need you in order for me to survive. Hello, somebody. That's a fact. Right, I don't care that, it's Monday, and y'all know how I come through on Monday. Let me pull my sleeves up, because ain't no way in the world you out here giving nobody that type of power, that type of authority over your life. You got them thinking that you ain't complete if they ain't in your life. You not happy if they ain't in your life. If they don't do this and they don't do that, then you gonna feel a certain type of way, baby. The devil is a lie. I'm gonna have peace. I'm gonna have joy. I'm gonna have sanity. I'm gonna be successful. I'm gonna live up to my fullest potential. I'm gonna create my very best self, and that's gonna be with or or without you. And I tell y'all all the time, those that follow me on a regular basis, y'all already know how it goes down, right? You can win with me or you gonna watch me win. But one thing's for sure, two things for certain is I'm not about to give up on me. Hello, somebody. I'm gonna stand on it, stand on business every single time. One thing I'm not gonna do, I'm not watering me down. I'm not diluting me in no type of way, shape, or form. I'm gonna stand on business. I'm gonna be happy. That's gonna be with or without you. Understand that I'm not finna pretend to be okay. I'm gonna really be okay. I'm not gonna pretend to be this and pretend to be that. I'm gonna really be that. I'm talking about smiling from ear to ear. Can see every single tooth up in my head, baby. You will not stop nothing. You will not slow up nothing. You will not pause nothing in my life. If leaving me is what's best for you, then go ahead and turn me loose. Let me go. That's a fact. I ain't got time to be playing with folk. No, that's a fact. I don't got, I don't got time. Yeah, I ain't got time for folk. Yeah, don't put yourself out, baby. Don't be out here thinking that, oh yeah, without you that I'm not gonna be happy. Without you, I'm not gonna have peace. I'm not gonna have joy. That without you, I ain't gonna be able to make it. Don't ever fix your lips to try to put into any type of position to be able to formulate the sentence of she ain't gonna be able to do it without me, because I can show you. Hello, somebody. If I got somebody in my chat right now, if there's anybody in my chat right now, if that's you right there, baby, just put I'll show you something. Just put I'll show you something. That's all I want. I'll show you something. Don't ever formulate that sentence. Don't let that come out your mouth one time. Go ahead. Just put it in the chat real quick. I'll show you something. Hello, somebody. Double tap on that screen. What you do? What you say, coach? I'll show you something. I'll show you better than I can tell you. I'll show you just how happy I can be without you. I sure enough will. I show you something. I see you, Damo, like, here I am, coach. I show you something. I see you that you doggone right, because see, people get so comfortable in your life with the disrespect. They get so comfortable in your life, you know what I'm saying, coming up and showing up when they want to, presenting the bare minimum and all of that. But that's all because a lot of the times we're running from the truth. We're running from the truth. We don't want to accept the truth, because we know by us accepting the truth, then guess what? Come on, y'all ready for the first note? I'm ready to drop the first note. I'm ready to drop the first note. The reason why we run from the truth, the reason why we don't want to accept the truth is because once we accept the truth, then we know right then and there that we owe it to ourselves to make a healthier decision. We know that once we know the truth, once we see the truth, once that truth is right there in your face, now you owe it to yourself to do something about it. And that's what we run from. Number one is what? We don't want to accept the truth, because once we accept the truth, we know that we owe it to ourselves to do something about it. That's it right there. That's what the problem is. That's what the problem is. Come on now, we might as well be real. We might as well be real. Y'all said I could be real. We might as well be real with the problem. Yeah, friends, coach, she say that, coach. I just wanted to be real for a second. I just wanted to put it out there for a moment. Most of the time, y'all, the only reason why you run from the truth is because you know the moment that you accept that truth, the moment that you accept that reality, then guess what? Now you owe it to yourself to do something about it. So what you do is you play delusion, or you play, you know what I'm saying? You play pretend. You play like you don't see it, because you don't want the responsibility of having to put your foot down. You don't want the responsibility of having to establish that boundary. You don't want the responsibility of having to hold those folks accountable. Let's just be real. The only reason why you run from the truth is because you don't want the responsibility that comes along with you knowing the truth. So what you do is you act like you didn't see what you know for a fact that you saw. You start trying to make it seem like you was the problem. You start making it seem like you was overreacting. You start making it seem like, oh yeah, well, what really wasn't them. I could have had left it alone. I could have had did this and I could have did that. No, the devil is a lie. What you could have done was held them responsible for the disrespect that they brought to you. You could have held them responsible for the way that they made you feel. You could have held them responsible for whatever it was that they done that made you feel unsafe. But because you gave them a pass, because you let that happen, then guess what? Now you're letting them think that it's okay for them to handle you that particular way. You got to check folks the first time. Yo, that's it right there, baby. Yo, you're going to have to do it. My topic today is that the truth hurt. It sure enough do. Yeah. It hurt walking away from somebody that you love. It hurt walking away from somebody that you ain't never thought you would have to walk away from. It hurt having to cut ties with somebody that you thought would be with you forever. But sometimes you're going to have to do it. That's a fact right there. Sometimes you're going to have to do it. You're going to have to do it even though it hurts. You're going to have to walk away. Why? Not because you don't love them. Not because you don't want the relationship or the friendship or the family ship. You're going to have to walk away away from them, because guess what? You staying connected to them is doing more damage to you. Understand that I'm picking me. Me staying connected to you is damaging me, and I can't afford that. Understand that me staying connected to you, that's ruining me, and I can't afford that. Me staying connected to you is blocking my blessing, and guess what? I can't handle that. I can't afford that. Me staying connected to you, me dealing with you in any capacity, is mentally, is physically, is emotionally, is draining me. And guess what? I'm in a season of my life where I cannot afford that. I gotta pick me. I gotta prioritize me. I gotta make me my own assignment. It's my job to make sure that I'm okay. And the more that I stay connected to you, I see that I'm not doing my job. That's what the problem is right there. So we run from the truth because we don't want the responsibility of establishing those boundaries. We run from the truth and we dodge the truth because we don't want to hold folk accountable the way that we're supposed to. Yeah. I'm about to, that the first note, but that was the first note, but I got some more. And y'all remember I told you I got to go through them. I got some business to go handle. I got to go. Y'all ready for this next note? You'll put in the comment section. Let me get 5 badges on IG. Let me get some love down here. Thank you for those flowers. Come on. Double tap on that screen. If y'all ready for the next note, just put we ready. Let me get some love IG. Let me get some love TikTok. Double tap on that screen. Where y'all at? Y'all at 110K. Let's go. Double tap on the screen. Go ahead and bring your bestie in real quick, because I got something else I want to say. I got something. Y'all know it's Monday, and y'all already know how I come on Monday. What's going on, baby? I appreciate those flowers. There y'all go. I see the flowers coming through now. Go ahead and bless me up. Somebody send me some love, man. Send me a heart real quick. Go ahead, double tap on that screen for me real quick. Yeah, let's just tell the truth, shame the devil this today, baby. It's not that we don't know that we being walked like a dog. It's not that we don't know that we being cheated on. It's not that we don't know that we're being manipulated. It's not that you don't know that you're being gaslighted. There you go. It's not that you don't know. You are very much aware of these things, but you're pretending not to know because you don't want the responsibility of having to cut off that relationship or that friendship. You don't want the responsibility of having to walk away from that job because you already made it up in your mind that you were going to retire from that place. But the truth of the matter is you're doing more damage to yourself than anybody else. If we were going to be honest about something, we have to be real about the fact that ain't nobody broke your heart the way that you done broke your own heart. Come on, somebody. Let's double tap real quick. What you say, coach? Ain't nobody broke your heart like you done broke it. Ain't nobody drug you like you done drug you. Ain't nobody let you down you like you done let yourself down. If you was ever to sit down and really evaluate your life, you're going to see that you've done way more damage to yourself than anybody could have ever done to you. Understand that you're going to have to wake up and understand that the truth is going to hurt. That's a fact. Thank you, Dustin. Let me come up out of this. Let me come up out of this. I'm going to get off on time. I pray that I get off on time, but Lord, make a way if I don't. Because you know what I'm saying? I'm too far in right now. I was trying to do 30 minutes, but baby, listen here. We're going to do what we can do. Lord, provide. Come on now. We're going to have to make it work. We're going to have to make it. Come, don't break your phone, baby. Don't throw the phone. Throw a shoe or something. Let's just be real about it. Let's just be right. And came out the shirt, so y'all know we're going to have to do something now. That's a fact. We're going to have to do something now. We're going to have to do something now. That's just how it's going to go. We play delusional. We play like we don't see what is real because we don't want the responsibility. And I need for you to understand that the only way that you're going to be able to fix your life is that you're going to have to fix you first. What you say, coach? That's a note right there. The only way that you're going to be able to fix your life is for you to fix you first. You have got to fix the person that you are first. Ain't no fixing everything else without fixing you. Hello, somebody. You want a better job. You want a better phone. You want a better car. You want a better house. You want a better this. You want a better that. But you can't get better anything until you get you better. That's note number 2. You can't get better. Your life can't get better until you get better. The more that you sit over there and you're emotionally sick, you're spiritually sick, you know what I'm saying, you're psychological, you know what I'm saying, sick. As long as you're down bad, then everything that you're going to produce is going to be a direct reflection of what's in the inside of you. If you want a better life, you got to get better first. Yeah. You're going to have to get better. Yeah, if you want a better life, you're going to have to get you first. You're going to have to get better first. Yeah, you got to get better first. I just want you to understand that that's how that works. That's how that works. It's a process to this. You want a better life, baby, you're going to have to get you better. You want something bigger and better, you're going to have to do the inner work on you. Because once you start correcting yourself and your behavior, the way you think and the way that you speak over your own life, in that moment, that's when you are going to become more self-aware of you. And the more that you work on yourself and the way that you deal with other people, then you're going to naturally see those relationships. They're going to do one or two things. I hope you got your ink pens out. They're going to do one or two things. The more that you work on yourself and you're intentionally pouring into yourself and you're becoming more self-aware of your behavior and how you handle other people, which means you're not walking around just doing no anything anymore. You're very intentional. You're showing up on purpose. You're loving them on purpose, and you're treating people with the utmost respect. Then at that moment, only one or two things is going to happen. Hello, somebody. What you trying to teach us today, coach? I'm trying to show you that if you want a better life, you yourself first have to get better. You can't get a better car, a better job, a better phone, a better this, a better that without getting you better. Because the more that you stay sick, you're going to produce more sick. That's it. That's all. If you want to, I want you to understand that. But the more that you work on you, the more that you're going to be intentional about the way that you deal with folk, and it's going to change one or two things. Some folk are going to say this right here. Oh, they're going to evolve and change right along with you. They're going to start loving you different, supporting you different, pouring into you different. They're going to see the change that's in you, and they're going to appreciate that change. They're going to appreciate what it is that you do. They're going to respect your change. They're going to respect what it is that you do, and they're going to continue to push you and continue to have that healthy relationship with you. And before you know it, they're going to want some of whatever it is that you got. What is it that you reading? What is it that you listening to? What gym you going to? I want to jump in there with you. I want to work out with you. I want to get my mind right with you. That's going to be one. And the other thing is they're going to look at you and say, oh, that's too much. Yeah. You doing too much. You doing too. Okay, I'm waiting on y'all. You doing too much. It don't require all of that. Yeah. You think you better than everybody. You way too bougie now. You way too different now. And guess what? They're going to naturally walk away. They're going to naturally go on about their business, because now the version of you that they see right now, they don't want that version. I don't want that version of you that got boundaries. I don't want that version of you that stand on business. I don't want that version of you that know whether you coming or going. I liked you better when you were broken. I liked you better when you didn't know any better. I liked you better when you ain't have no values. I liked you better. That's right. I liked you better when you didn't know any better. Now that you know better, oh baby, I don't want no difference. I'm just going to go on over here because you didn't got to be too much for me. Understand that. And that's why I try to tell y'all all the time, it's not even that you got to go outside of your way and have separate conversations with folk, because the more that you work on yourself, you're going to clear out, you know what I'm saying, naturally. Understand, it's naturally going to happen. People are going to separate themselves from you. They're going to walk away from you. They're going to cut ties with you. Why? Because I like the broken version of you. This new version of you, I can't milk the way that I want to. I can't drag the way that I want to. I can't manipulate the way that I want to. I can't take advantage of the way that I want to. If you're not going to bring the old version back, then I'm going to have to mosey on about my business. And here you go. Here you go, seeing them walking away, and you going to cry. What you crying after somebody that was using you for? Crying after somebody that didn't even value you? Crying and moping and running in behind, trying somebody to get some clarity from somebody that didn't even know or didn't even understand your worth or your value. Let them folk go. That's a fact. Yeah, let them, no. You calling, trying about something. I just want to know what's going on. Like, why you ain't reached out, why you ain't called. No, baby. Understand, when they ain't reached out, when they ain't called, and you know that you ain't did nothing. When you been solid, you let chips fall, you let bridges burn, baby, and you keep right on moving on about your business. I'm not trying to call you to find out why we not talking. I'm not trying to inbox you to find out what you got going on. I can care less. Understand that. Understand that when you are solid, you don't worry about where those chips fall. You let them chips go ahead and fall wherever they're going to fall at. Understand that. You let them bridges go ahead and burn, and you keep right on moving about your business. In what, coach? In peace. Hello, somebody. I believe in peace. Peace is the brand new wealth, baby. Understand that. I believe in operating in peace, living in peace. Understand that in the moment that I don't have that, I'm disconnected. That's a fact right there. That's a fact. I'm ready to go on. 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 Go ahead and put we ready, coach. If y'all ready with me, just go ahead and put we ready. Double tap on that screen. I see y'all. Thank y'all, man. Y'all almost at 200K. Y'all like coach said she got to get up out of here. So that's right. Go ahead, double tap on the screen. I got some business to go handle. I ain't gonna play with those. I don't got time to play with people people though. I don't got time to play with people though, because people be there, they'll try to play with you if you let them. Thank you, Tiffany G. Appreciate you. Thank you, Birdie. I appreciate them flowers. Yeah, people will try to play with you if you let them. Appreciate you, Kira. Kira say she ready. I want y'all to understand. So what you say, Coach? I want you to stop letting it come up out y'all mouth. I want y'all to stop saying, oh, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I want y'all to stop saying that I don't care. What you say? That's a note right there. That's note number 3. Stop talking about you don't care. Stop saying that you don't care. Stop saying that it don't bother you. Understand that you got to get out of that delusional state. I want you to understand that I don't care type of mentality, baby, that ain't healing. That ain't healing. That's coping. Yeah, COPPING, baby. That ain't healing. That's coping. Somebody jump slam up out their chair. I know it's somebody that sat all the way up in their bed. Yeah, because you thought that was the right thing to do when you've been saying that half of your life. You like, oh, wait a minute, my toes hurt. Get your steel toe boots out today, baby. When she said, yeah, oh yeah, a lot of y'all that run around want to always talk about how y'all don't care. I don't care about this and that. I don't care about this. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I want you to understand that I don't care mentality, that I don't care thinking. I want you to understand that that's not healing, that's coping. And I'm going to get into it. Don't play with me. Understand this is good teaching this morning. I want you to be on board. That is not healing, that is coping. Double tap on my screen. Send me some love. I'm not about to play with y'all. I need for y'all to understand. Why do you say that, Coach? Because you're saying that you don't care, but inside of your heart, you really do care. It really does bother you. Understand that it really bothers you. It really breaks your heart. It really makes you feel a certain type of way, because ain't no way in the world that you done been out here being a good friend to somebody, that you done been a good lover to somebody, you done been a good family member to somebody, that you've been treating people with the utmost respect, that you've been showering them with love and affection, you've been going outside of your way, you've been over there bending over backwards, you've been sacrificing yourself, your time, your energy, and your effort for folk, and to find out that those folks don't love you the same, don't respect you the same, cannot reciprocate. You're not going to say that you don't care. You're not going to say that don't bother you. You're not going to say that don't break your heart. You're not going to say that don't leave you feeling like you're in a million different pieces. That is a lie. Yeah. Come on. What's the topic today? The truth hurt. The truth is it hurts. The truth is that, I do care. The truth is I do care. The truth is I do care, because I need for you to understand and saying that mentality of I don't care, that right there, that's not healing, sweetie. I know you thought that it was, but I'm about to make more sense, okay? I'm about to make it make more sense. You're saying that you don't care. Understand that's not healing. That right there, that's coping. That's what people say in order for them to make it through the day. That's what people say in order for them to still be able to function. That's what people say, and they try to lie to themselves. But I want you to understand, until you deal with that trauma. Come on, Coach. Come on, let's, okay, hold on. Yeah, wait a minute. Friends say deep sigh. Hold up. Yeah, because somebody still acting like they don't, until you deal with that. Come on, let's be real. We'll say that we don't care, and we'll suppress that feeling. But you got to understand that misplaced pain will do what? It'll show up in your personality. Misplaced pain, you know what I'm saying? It'll show up in your personality. So you will start responding to life out of that trauma. You will start showing up, responding like that trauma. So yes, you will build up that wall, and you will act like things don't bother you. And the truth is, it really do bother you. So it's a trauma thing, right? So now here you are, every time somebody say something or they do something or behave a certain type of way, you go from 0 to prison, because that part right there, that's some unhealed stuff you got going on. So as soon as they display that same exact thing, it's almost like they ripped the scab off and poured salt down into the wound. Now you go from 0 to prison about something that could have been corrected by a simple conversation, but because you're pretending to not care. Come on. That's not healing. That's coping. That's masking. That's pretending. That's the reason why every time something happens, you show up like that. You behave like that. You carry that baggage everywhere that you go. and you wondering why your back hurts so bad. You wondering why you feel so heavy the way that you do. Understand that. That I don't care type of mentality. That's not about healing. That's about coping. Because if we were going to be honest, we can be honest and say that hurt me, that broke me, that made me feel a certain type of way. But guess what? I've healed from that. I moved on from that. This is, it hurt me. You have to be truthful. You have to be open. You have to be honest. You have to put stuff right out there. And it ain't even about you doing it with other folks. Sometimes you have to get a chair and you have to pull it up to a mirror and you have to have those hard conversations with yourself. You got to be able to let self know. Self gonna be like, what's up? You gonna be like, I'm hurt right now. Self gonna be like, I know you are. Self gonna be like, but what we gonna do about it? You got to sit down and learn how to have hard conversations with yourself. You got to pull that chair up. You got to walk into that bathroom, look yourself directly in the mirror and have that conversation with self. Self, what are we going to do? I am broken, self. I am hurt, self. I am disappointed, self. What are we going to do next? You got to have conversations with yourself. Walking around pretending like you don't care. That ain't gonna fix you. Yeah. That first note was we try to pretend like we don't see the truth. We say we don't see the truth because, we say we don't, come on friends, say, Lord, we try to act like we don't see the truth because we don't want the responsibility of change. We don't want the responsibility of change. We don't want the responsibility of holding folk accountable. We don't want the responsibility of establishing those boundaries that we have to establish in our life. But you have to understand that in order for you to grow, in order for you to evolve, in order for you to be able to create your best self, this is going to have to be something that you're going to be willing to do. You cannot create a better life until you create a better you. Come on, let's be real. That I don't care, that's a coping skill. That ain't healing. And the next thing, y'all ready for this next? No, double tap on my screen, man. Y'all at 242K. Y'all are not playing on TikTok with me today. There we go. Send me some love, man. Oh man, y'all not playing. Y'all not playing. I'm here though. I got another one, but yeah, go ahead and send me some love real quick. Yeah, because I'm gonna say this right here too. I already done told y'all that the topic of the day is that what the truth hurt. I told y'all the truth hurt, and then I already told y'all in note number 1 why y'all don't want to accept the truth, because y'all don't want to put your foot down, right? I already told you that you got to be open and honest with yourself, and I already done said that to y'all. So y'all ready for this next note? Y'all ready? I see Kira up here. Kira like, Coach, we ready. TTG, I see she says she's trying to go up there. All right, come on, double tap on the screen. I see the lightning bolts coming down here. I see some flowers coming through. Let me get 5 badges up top. Go ahead, double tap on that screen, because I'm gonna say this and something. I got to get the love first, Crystal. I got to get the love first, because when I say this, it's going to be some people that they're going to get off the live. They're going to walk away from the live, because when I say this right here, I already told them that the topic is the truth hurt, and I already came in hot. So if I don't get my badges and if I don't get my gifts right now, then they probably ain't going to give it to me after I say this right here, because I just know how y'all act. Some folk can't handle the truth. Some folk can't accept the truth. Some folk don't like the truth. They get offended when you start saying stuff that's in their house, when you start kicking your feet up on their coffee table, when you start running up and down their hallway, when you start standing up over their bed while they laying there with that boo-boo and their bum-bum that they know they ain't got no business being with, when you start calling out their relationship, talking about their bestie. Understand that when you start talking about their family members, because some of them still got that broken thinking, talking about blood thicker than water, but baby, which one would you swallow? Come on and talk to me nice. They don't want you doing that. And I have the tendency of coming and ruffling feathers. I got the tendency of coming in and going against the flow. So y'all ready? I want y'all to understand the next note is this right here. You got to stop being offended by the truth. What do you say, Coach? You're going to have to stop being offended by the truth. A lot of y'all right now, you offended by the truth. As soon as somebody start telling you something that you know, friends say facts. Come on, let's just be real. A lot of times, some of y'all right now, you ain't even talking to somebody that you know for a fact ain't never wronged you, ain't never did nothing to you, ain't never went outside their way to hurt you in no type of way. If you call them today, they'll be right there. The only reason why you're not dealing with them right now is because you offended by the fact that they stood in your face and they they told you the truth while everybody else lied. Hello, somebody. What you say? They told you the truth. You got to stop being offended by the truth. You got to understand that everybody ain't going to agree. Everybody not going to pat your back. Everybody not going to stroke your ego. It's going to be, you should want some folk in your life that's going to be open, that's going to be honest with you. You should want some folk in your life that's going to tell you the truth to keep you from putting a knot upside your head. Everybody ain't no hater. Everybody ain't looking at your relationship and jealous. Everybody ain't wanting what you got. It's some folk in your life, they see exactly where you going and they trying to help you, but you so caught up in self. Okay, well, yeah. Yeah. They told you about that, boo-boo, and you act like they was a hater. They told you about what you were about to do. They told you, well, girl, you know what? If I was you, I'd take my time. I'd pace myself. And you called them a hater. They told, you told them, they said, oh, well, I don't know if I want to do this, and this. And they said right in your face. They said, Alpha, let's sit down, let's strategize. Let's see if we could come up with a good plan. They was willing to help you. They was willing to pray with you. They was willing to go through hell and high water with you. And guess what? You looked at them and you automatically assumed because they wasn't on board with what it was that you was thinking, or they wasn't on board with what it was that you was doing, you automatically assumed that they was a hater. The note that I just dropped was this right here: stop being offended by the truth. At the end of the day, you got to have some folk in your life that's going to tell you the truth. You got to have some folk in your life that are not yes men, that are not women, yes women, that are willing to stand 10 toes to the ground and say, friend, that ain't it. If you do that right there, friend, this gonna be the consequence of it. Friend, if I was you, I'd watch my back. Friend, if I was you, I wouldn't do this, that, and the third. Everybody that don't agree with you is not a hater. Everybody that's not on board with you is not jealous of you. They're not envious of you. Understand that you got some folk that love you very much. Some people that support you to the utmost, but they gonna call you out when they see that you're doing something that you ain't got nothing more business doing, or doing something that's gonna be harmful to you or what you got going on. You gotta stop being offended by the truth. That's a fact. Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. Yeah, you're gonna have to stop being offended by the truth. You got to stop running from the truth, baby. Understand that you got to have some folk that's willing to be real in your life. You're gonna have to have some folk that's willing to tell you the honest to God truth. When them people and your best friend over there, and you know that she love you, and she telling you, you know what, this person ain't good for you. I'm trying to tell you right now that this person right now, they're gonna use you, they're gonna abuse you, they're gonna take you for a whole entire ride. That emotional roller coaster that you on, friend. I want to see you get up off of that. I want. You know what, friend? You could be so much further in life if you let them go. You could have been living up to your fullest potential by now if you let that go. If you walk away from that situation. And one day I told y'all one day last week, I said, or 2 weeks ago, I made a video, and boy, I tell you what, they got on me all day long about that video. That's being a bad friend. That's being a bad friend. Because I said that your friends should let you know when they tired of hearing a conversation, when they tired of you coming over there whining and crying about the same thing, like having that same conversation like a hamster on the treadmill. You done gave them all types of different ways out, and they keep coming with more excuses of why they want to stay, more excuses of this and more excuses of that you owe it to yourself to say, look, friend, I'm going to brunch and I'm trying to enjoy my brunch. I don't want to hear about that. I'm going to lunch and I don't want to hear about that. At one point or another, you got to put your foot down to protect your own peace. They say, oh, that's not being a good friend. But the truth of the matter, the next note is this right here. You got to understand that it's going to be some folk in your life that's going to be like wet wood. Some of y'all laying next to wet wood. I know. I tried to say it quietly. Yeah, friends say poet. Hey, can we be real? If you just wave in the chat. I know you might not want to say nothing. Some of y'all laying next to wet wood right now. Some of y'all got wet wood in y'all relationship. Y'all got wet wood in y'all family. Y'all got wet wood in the friendship. Some of y'all laying next to wet wood right now. Oh yeah, well, coach, you're gonna have to make that clearer. I'm just trying to see who all know already. I want to see who think like how I think, baby. I want to see who understand it already. Look at Kira laughing. Let's just be real. Some of y'all got some wet wood in y'all life. Come on, double tap. I see the fire in the sign. I see the fire in the chat right now. That's right. Double tap. Y'all got some wet wood. What you talking about wet wood, baby? Back in the day, the old folk call it wet wood. The old folk call them wet wood. What you mean by that, grandma? Grandma said that's wet wood. Them folks is wet wood when no matter what it is that you can do, they'll never catch fire. It's nothing that you can do with wet wood. It will not catch fire. You can bend over backwards. You can pour all type of lighter fluid on it and everything else. But wet wood just won't burn. It's useless. Good teaching. Yeah. You might as well double tap. You might as well double tap. Some of y'all laying next to the wet wood right now. No matter what you say to them, they won't get motivated. No matter how much you make sacrifices for them, they won't get on board. Don't matter how much you go outside of your way and you try to pour into them, give to them, make sacrifices for them, then guess what? They still go right on over there and they self-sabotage. Some of them, they'll spark up for a little minute. You know how you freshly put it on there to spark up or act like it's going to spark up. And then the next day, it's right over there, just as soggy as all get out. Some of y'all right now, your relationship is a reflection of wet wood. No matter how much you pour into it, you can't get it to burn. No matter how many sacrifices you make, you can't get it to burn. You went over there, you done gave that church all the chances in the world. You try to go to the church, you try to be active in the church, you show up for Bible study, you show up for the choir rehearsal, you done put the kids in children's church and everything in between that. But that church over there just won't catch fire for nothing. You walk in one way, walk out the same exact way, but then sometimes you walk out worse because you mad at the fact that you done did what? Wasted your time, wasted your Sunday just getting up and going here, and the only thing that you felt was judgment, only thing that you felt was bash, the only thing that you felt was redundant conversation. Understand that you got to understand that at one point or another, you're going to have to do what people do with wet wood. You're going to have to throw it out. It's not good. Your relationship is wet wood. You're doing everything up under the sun to try to get it to catch fire. But when people are committed to not loving you, so they're committed to not being in that relationship with you, when they're committed to not doing certain things, then you're going to have to do what you got to do. Baby, it's soggy. It's just like wet bread. I'm done with that. Yeah. Some folks in your life, baby, that's just wet wood. You're going to have to throw it out. It's useless. If me loving you and pouring into you, if me doing this and doing that for you, if that ain't enough to motivate you, if that's not enough to inspire you, I see all this potential in you. But guess what? If they don't see that potential, you're going to have to leave them right on over there. Understand that you're going to have to leave them right on over there. And it's okay to leave folk right where you met them at. It's okay to separate yourself. You owe it to yourself to make sure that you're picking you. You owe it to yourself to make sure that you are your top priority in your life. What was note number 2? You cannot have a better life until you have a better you. You can have a better phone. You can have a better car. You can have better income. But guess what? Do you not see how many people that are successful, how many people that have all this money can go wherever they want to go, can do whatever they want to do. They can buy whatever they want to buy, but they are still unhappy. They are still sad. They are still depressed. They are still stressed out. They still going through hell. I want you to understand that a better life starts with you being a better you. You gotta be willing to be a better you. And anything or anybody that's in the way of you becoming a better you, you gotta be willing to say, snip, snip. Yeah. That I don't care type of mentality, that's not healing. That's a coping. That's coping. We done pretending, baby. We too old for that. You know, we got to become these type of people that's not offended by the truth. You know what I mean? When we identify wet wood in our life, we owe it to ourselves to throw it out. When we identify wet wood in our life, you know what I mean? We owe it to ourselves to get on through. And it doesn't matter the relationship. What I told y'all about those boundaries, you have one job. You have to establish the boundaries. And after you establish your boundaries, you have to equip those boundaries with consequences. Understand that if this is what it is and this is how you're going to be, then guess what? I got to get up out of here. I cannot sacrifice me for you. I cannot go without because of you. I am not going to water down the person that I am in order for me to be with you. I am not going to dilute me in order to be with you. I'm not doing that. You have got to understand that you deserve more, that you deserve better. And people in your life, if they're not in your life pouring into you, that they ain't got no business being there. We're in a season right now of reciprocation. If they cannot reciprocate, they can't participate. That's a friendship, a family ship, a job ship, a church ship, whatever ship that you own with whomever. What did I tell you? A ship is designed, check Webster. The ship is designed to take things places, to take cargo places. When that ship ain't shipping, you got to abort that mission. You got to get up out of there. Why? Because this relationship ain't going nowhere. You over there trying to force it. And then trying to figure out why you so tired. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you over there trying to force it, and you trying to figure out why you so tired, you so drained, you so frustrated. You feel like how you feel, you going above and beyond, and you just feel like your chest heavy, your shoulders heavy, you can't sleep at night, you feel drained, you feel like you're being walked like a complete dog, you feel like every time it turn around, it's something here, it's something there, but then you're always giving and giving and giving, and always doing and doing and doing. And the truth of the matter is, I got to drop this next note. Y'all know I got to do. Yeah. Y'all at 343K. Go ahead and get us to 400K real quick. I'm about to drop this next note though. The other thing about it is this right here. You got to stop giving too much too soon. Do not get mad at me. Yeah, I know you made the post and you was like, I just want me somebody I can spoil. I just want somebody I can do this with and I can do that with. And you didn't think nothing about it. But I want you to understand that there are some vultures out there. Hello, somebody. The vultures, they're all up and down TikTok. They all up and down IG. They up and down Facebook. They up and down Twitter. They up and down YouTube. You got to understand that there's some real life vultures out there. Let's just be real about it. And every single time that you go into a relationship and you lead with your hand, then that's right. In that moment, you are giving a notice to the vultures. It's some folks out there right now. They are vultures. And the moment that you start saying stuff like, oh yeah, well, I want somebody I can spoil. I want somebody that I can do this and I can do that. They got their hand raised. They become a pick me expeditiously. I want you to understand that you got to stop giving so much so soon. You giving them the best of you. You going outside your way. You bending over backwards. You doing all these different things. And before you know it, you done gave. You done done. You done did all of this stuff. Now you feeling used. Now you feeling abused. Now you feeling taken advantage of. Now you feel like you've been taken for a ride. But the truth of the matter is you was out there leading with your hand, not your heart. You got to stop giving too much too soon. Understand that. That's right. Because now they in love with your hand. They not in love with your heart. They don't even know you. They don't even know your favorite color. They don't even know what you like to do in your pastime. They ain't got no respect for you. Don't care nothing about you in no type of way, shape, or form. Don't know your love language and ain't trying to learn your love language. You cannot give somebody the best of you just walking into a relationship. You got to stop giving so much so soon. Not only that, then you also do this right here. I know y'all not going to like this right here. When you get into a position where you're giving too much too soon, you also put them in a position where they don't even respect you. Yeah. Okay. I'm just waiting. Y'all almost at 400K. What you say, coach? Okay. Yeah, you. Thank you, Delsa. Can I go? Yeah, friends say, ouch. Go ahead. Let me get 5 badges on the IG. Can I do it? Can I do it? If I can do it, just go ahead and tell me do it. Just somebody say do it, coach. Just somebody say do it. Cause if you say do it, then I'm out there. I'm already out here pretty deep. So yeah, just say do it real quick. Yeah. I want this gonna be like the finisher. This right here, this what I'm about to say. This gonna be the finisher. You give too much too soon. You go outside of your way. You're showering them with gifts. You're showering them with trips. You always talking about how you can do this and how you can do that, and now they're in a relationship with you. And I just want you to understand that's all I needed. That person right there just said do it. I want you to understand that they don't. Not only are they going to take advantage of you, not only are they going to walk you like a dog, not only are they going to drag you of everything that you have, they don't have any respect for you either. Know that. You sitting over there thinking that they should respect you because of all the things that you give into them. You think that they should respect you because of all the ways that you're coming through for them. But the truth of the matter is they have already identified the fact that you don't have boundaries. They've already identified the fact that you think that you can buy your way in. They already have identified the fact they've broken you down already, and they see that you have no limits. And because they are a taker, guess what they're going to do? They're going to take. Understand that that's a job, and you cannot get mad at a taker from taking. Understand that just like you can't get mad at a liar for lying, you can't get mad at a cheater for cheating. You already knew this about a person because the only reason why they with you is because the fact that you posted, the fact that you led with, I'm a giver. Oh, you a giver, I'm a taker. Okay, well, I'm just trying to tell you why they don't respect you. You think that they're going to respect you because you're giving them gifts, and they not. You think that they're going to love you more because you gave them their gifts, and they, you know what I'm saying, they not. You think that you think that that's how that's going to roll, but it's not. That ain't how that goes. That's not how that goes. That's not how that goes. I just want to put it out there. It's just, I'm being honest with you. That's not how that goes. That's the reason why they don't respect you. That's the reason why they treat you the way that they treat you. That's the reason why they carry on the way that they carry on, because you have to understand that you was leading with your hand. You wasn't leading with your heart. In any type of relationship that you're in, you have got to understand that, you can't give too much too soon. Because what'll happen is, thank you so much, because what'll also happen is you'll find out that you're giving to people that don't deserve it. You're going outside of your way, and you're giving to people that don't deserve it, or you're giving to people that don't even know what to do with it. Let's just be real. Let's just be real. I want you to understand that sometimes you'll go through this phase in your life where you know for a fact that you shouldn't give it to them, and you give it to them anyway. Or y'all don't want me to go that deep with it. Y'all want me to back up, huh? Y'all want me to come up off of that. I see TikTok. The numbers is like this right here. Y'all almost at 400K, but I just want to put it out there. How do you know? I'm just trying to say that sometimes y'all already know for a fact. Come on, Kira. I'm out here. Come on, Tiffany G. I'm already out here. Let me go ahead and do it, because I'm already out here. I'm too far out here to back up off of it now. I got my foot halfway in the door. Let me go ahead and just do it. The thing about it is, not only do you put yourself in a position where you're going to be used and abused, not only do you put yourself in a position where you're going to get drugged through the mud, not only do you put yourself in a position where these people don't have no respect for you, you also put yourself in a position where you're giving to people that don't even deserve it. They don't even deserve your love. They don't deserve your attention. They don't deserve your affection. They don't deserve your finances, because a lot of you have been dealing with these same type of people, and you'll go over there and you'll start giving to them, and you're giving them things that you know for a fact that if I give you this, they don't know what to do with it. So here you are giving and giving and giving, and they taking and taking and taking, and then you have absolutely nothing to show for it. They have absolutely nothing to show for it. So you're standing in a relationship with somebody, and you're like, how is it that you don't know me? How is it that you can't trust me? How is it that you don't know this, and this about me, when I've been giving this to you? I've been showing you this. I've been painting this picture to you. I've been this open and this honest to you. But the truth of the matter is, they haven't been paying any attention to any of those things. They don't know you. To you, you're just like anybody else that just wants to be a giver. That's right. I thought you were just like everybody else. You seen somebody in need and you just wanted to give. Okay. Some of y'all in a relationship by yourself. Ain't no need being shy on the line. Whole entire relationship by yourself. Whole entire relationship by yourself. You ask them something about you, they don't even know. They can't even tell you. You done gave them and gave them and gave them and gave them, and you thinking that you going outside your way trying to help them, trying to put them on their feet and everything in between that. And guess what? They still in that same level that you met them. When you met them, they was on level 1, and they was in between jobs, and they was in between houses, and they was in between relationships, and in between this and in between that. And guess what? Here we are 5 or 6 years later, and guess what they have? They still in the in between. They still don't know if they coming or going. They still don't know if they want a relationship or not. And they got you over there in limbo. Hello, somebody. They got you in limbo. The moment that you ask them, what are y'all? The moment that you ask them where y'all stand, the moment that you ask them what y'all gonna be doing, or where do they see y'all at in this particular time, that particular time, then guess what? That right there, as soon as that right there, take them all the way off. They'll go all the way off the grid. You turn a simple conversation where you were trying to get clarity from that individual. You'll turn that into a whole entire battle. Why? Because of the simple fact of this person was not, that person right there ain't had no business being with you. That person right there don't even know what it is that you're talking about, really. Understand that you've been giving and you've been making sacrifices for somebody that didn't even deserve it. They didn't deserve your love. They didn't deserve what it was that you were doing. You know what I mean? And they still in that same stuck, stagnant state. Here we are years later. Here we are months later, and we still don't know what it is that we doing. The truth hurt. The truth there. Yeah, the truth hurt. Some of y'all are connected to wet wood. The truth hurt. That's a fact. Some just connected to wet wood. No matter what you do, they're not gonna catch fire. And sometimes you gotta also understand that the lesson gonna be hard. Like I said before, that's a note right there. Sometimes the lesson gonna be hard. You know what I'm saying? Don't think that everything that you go through in life that it's always going to be easy, because it's not. Don't think that every lesson that you go through in life is going to always be easy, because it will not. It's going to be sometimes that you're going to be in that valley, and you're going to be in that valley, and you're going to be in that dark place. You're going to be in that wilderness. You're going to be out there, and you're going to be struggling in life. And I want you to understand that you can't get discouraged by that. Understand that it's going to be some lessons that you're going to be going through in life where you're going to feel like everything is going wrong. You're going to feel like you're losing everything. You're going to feel like everything is falling apart. You're going to feel like you're at your lowest. You're going to feel like you're at your loneliest state, that you ain't never been there before. There's going to be some lessons that you're going to go through that's going to be very hard lessons. This is a hard lesson for me. This is hard. This hits hard. This right here, I don't know what I'm doing in this situation, and I want you to understand that, yes, that's a part of life right there. Before you get your breakthrough, before you go to your next level in life, before you get your next elevation, I want you to understand that you have got to go through something. That's right. It always go all out of whack right before you about to get your next big blessing. I need for you to understand that. I need for you to let that soak in. I need for you to let that marinate in your spirit. Stop getting discouraged about those hard times. Stop throwing in the towel right there at those hard times. Stop getting over there, giving up, walking away right when things are getting at its hardest. You got to understand that it's right then and there, when things look like they are falling apart, is when they're really falling in place. Right before you break down, you got to understand that if you hold on just a little bit longer, that breakthrough is right on the other side of that. But you give up way too soon. You throw in the towel way too soon. Why? Because it's hard. But I need for you to understand that life is hard. Life is inconsistent. Life will beat you up. Understand that life will leave some knots upside your head. You gotta bob and weave. You gotta stand 10 toes to the ground. You gotta stop being afraid of things that are challenging to you. You got, come on now. You got to stop being afraid of things that are challenging to you. Some lessons that you're going to go through are going to be hard. This is going to cause you to, you focus, I want to say it how I want to say it. You're going to go through some things in life that are going to be hard, that's going to challenge you, that's going to push you to your next level. I need for you to understand that it's going to be some things in your life that you are not going to understand. I don't know why I'm here. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing here. I don't know how I'm going to come out of this. This right here, this is hard. But I need for you to understand that in those moments, those are the moments that you got to pray the most. Those are the moments where you got to fast the most. Those are the moments where you got to make sure you're reading, making positive deposits in your life. Those are the moments where you want to separate yourself from everybody and solely focus on your life and your development. When you feel like your life is all out of whack, you don't want to go over there complaining to everybody else. You don't want to go whining to everybody else. You don't want to go crying to everybody else. You don't want to be running up in everybody else's face. Stop complaining to folk and get into a place where it's cool, it's calm, and you start asking God for clarity. Stop complaining and start praying for clarity. That's a note right there. Yeah. Stop. Yeah, some of them folks in the worst situation that you in. Yeah, some of them folks, they're in the worst situation that you in. Ain't nothing that they can tell you. Ain't nothing that they can tell you. What you say, Coach? I say, stop giving too much soon. Some lessons that you're going to learn are going to be hard. And the next note I just got was stop complaining to people and start asking God for clarity. Start praying to God for clarity. Because some of them folks that you run into, they can't do you nothing. Guess what? They in the worst situation that you in. They over there going through hell and high water in their own life. They over there struggling in their own life. They don't know if they coming and going in their own life. And the only thing that they can say to you is well, you know, I'm going to pray for you, be strong. I'm going to pray for you, be strong. They don't know no more than what you know. You running over there asking somebody that they halfway love themselves about love. You asking somebody that right now they ain't nothing but a liar, but you asking them about some truthful stuff. You asking folk to give you something that they don't even have themselves. You want them to value you and to see you in a way that they don't even see themselves. You got to stop running to other people, complaining to other people, whining and crying to other people, thinking saying that they can fix you, because they can't. It's going to be some things that you're going to go through in life, that you're going to endure in life, that's going to be solely between just you and God. They can't give you the answer. They can't, because they don't have the answer. They can't fix it for you. They don't have the power to fix it for you. They can't do it for you because they don't have the power to do it for you. Stop complaining to people and start asking God for clarity. Yeah, that's a fact. You get into these hard lessons, you know, and I call all trials, that's what we call life right here, right? On my platform, we say life is a big classroom. So we're always learning. We're always learning. We're always in an environment where you're always learning. Everything that you face in life, every hardship that you endure in life is all about a classroom. It's about a learning experience. It's something that you're supposed to learn from that situation. But a lot of times what we do is we become obsessed with whatever it is that we're going through. We become obsessed with the heartache. We become obsessed with the betrayal. We become obsessed with the action, all the actions of it, the feelings of it. We become obsessed with the letdown. We looking at folks, and in our mind, we can't get past what they done because we feel like, I would never have done you like that. I would have never hurt you like that. I would have never talked to you like that. So here we are. We become so obsessed with that we don't understand that there's lessons in these situations that we need to be learning. There's things in these situations that we need to be learning. But that right there, that's exactly what the enemy's job is. His job is to keep you distracted. His job is to keep you focused on the brokenness, because if you're focused on the brokenness, then you're not healing. If you're focused on the disrespect, then you're not healing. If you're focused on the letdown, then you're not healing. If you're focused on the betrayal, then you're not healing, because whatever your mind is focused on is what you're going to create more of. So you got to understand that it's not about complaining to other people. It's about getting clarity from God. Okay. Yeah, some of y'all get way too focused on the letdown. You get too focused and wrapped up into what it is that you done went through in life. And so here you are taking your 15-year-old trauma, you still walking around with it at 35. Your things that happened to you when you was 10 years old, now you still dragging it around with you. And here you are 56, 66, and you still talking about that, whatever happened way back then, because you haven't given yourself permission to heal, permission to grow, permission to let it go. And everybody around you have made it okay for you to stay down bad. They've given you excuses and told you that, yeah, you have every right to feel like how you feel, because they concerned about your feelings and they don't want to hurt your feelings and they don't want to come off as people that are insensitive. But that's not my job as a life coach, as a motivational speaker, as a person that want to help you create a better version of yourself. I owe it to you to tell you the honest to God truth. I understand that you went through some heartache. I understand that you got taken advantage of. I understand that there was some unbelievable things that happened to you in your past life. I get that, but that does not give you an excuse for you to still be down. Your trauma, that doesn't give you an excuse for you to still be out here damaging other people because somebody damaged you. That does not give you an excuse to still be walking around, you know what I'm saying, broken. At one point or another, you're going to have to pick yourself up. You're going to have to dust yourself off. You're going to have to realize that you still got some skin in this game. Understand that. And if you're looking for a motivational speaker that's going to okay you being broken, that's going to okay you being down bad, that's going to okay you being in that state for years on top of years and constantly make it all right, then I want you to do me a favor. Take your index finger, press it up against your screen and push up. You're going to have to go find you somebody else to listen to, because you're not going to get that over here. I'm all about growing. I'm all about healing. I'm all about developing. I'm all about you creating a better version of yourself. You cannot heal your future holding on to your past. You can't get better in your current state if the only thing that you're focused on is what happened 30 years ago, what happened 6 years ago, what happened 5 months ago. You cannot be unexposed to what you've already been exposed to. You're going to have to suck it up. Yeah, you're going to have to suck that up. Yeah. You're going to have to suck that up. You're going to have to suck that up. Well, yeah, you're going to have to suck that up. And y'all going to get really mad when I drop this neck. Yeah, you're going to have to suck that up. You're going to have to suck it up, baby. Yeah, you're going to have to suck it up. Yeah, I understand that that's harsh. I understand that that's really blunt. I know y'all wasn't expecting that, but the truth of the matter is, baby, I ain't got no choice but to give it to you that way. It is what it is. At one point or another, you're going to have to pick yourself up. You owe that to yourself. You're going to have to give yourself permission to get up. The same way you gave your permission yourself permission to stay down there and cry, to stay down there and have a pity party, to stay down there and be a Debbie Downer and a negative Nancy, the same way that you gave yourself permission to do that, you're going to have to give yourself permission to get up, to let go and to grow, to heal and move forward in your life. You got to tell yourself that, you know what, even though I don't understand it, even though I didn't see this coming, even though I wasn't expecting this, it already happened. So guess what? What's next? But the thing about it is y'all get so thrown off. Because y'all be wanting somebody to come over there and co-sign your foolishness. You want somebody to come over there and tell you that it's okay that you are that way. You be wanting somebody to come over there and join groups and cliques and be like, we all dislike and we all this and this. Baby, I don't need no help with nothing that I feel. If I feel it, that's enough. If I feel it, that's enough. I don't need no 4 or 5 people over here joining my crew to help me be mad about no situation. I don't even need that. Matter of fact, if you try to join my crew to help me be mad about a situation or something like that, then I'm going to get offended because I don't want them kind of people connected to me. I want somebody in my life that's going to tell me, okay, friend, that's enough of that. It's time to move forward, baby. We can't do nothing else, but we keep on going. But the thing about it is y'all be so afraid to move forward. Y'all be so afraid to step out of that comfort zone. Y'all be so afraid to get out of that familiar area that y'all be so scared of that, baby. Y'all be so scared to get free. Understand that, and one of the main reasons why you be so scared, you be so scared that you don't even acknowledge that this is happening. And when I say this right here, don't nobody jump up off the live, because go ahead and hit the share button on the live. Bring in somebody, bring in them folks that you know for a fact that they supposed to been started a business, been started a brand that should have been launched, what they was trying to launch, was supposed to been wrote that book, that was supposed to spend, stepped out on a faith that was they supposed to been, had walked away from that relationship, from that marriage. Go ahead and I need y'all to share the live. Go ahead and bring in your best friend real quick, the one that you know got all that potential in the world, but they afraid of it. Go ahead and bring them in real quick. We have 472. Double tap on my screen, IG. Go ahead and bring in that one that you've been wanting to say something to for a very long time, and you sick and tired of their excuses. You sick and tired of them playing with themselves. Go ahead and tag them real quick. I just want y'all to tag them. While they tagging them, send me some badges on IG. Send me some badges, IG. Y'all send me some love down here. We have 476K. We need 500K. I'm waiting on y'all. I got some more. Because, Because, see, some of y'all don't even know this is what y'all being affected by right here. Yeah, some of y'all don't even know this is what y'all being affected by. And I want y'all to stay on the live. But I'm going to ask for my gifts and my badges before I go to it. Because, again, I know how y'all operate. And I've been and got on y'all toes and whatnot. And then y'all be like, she didn't have to do it the way that she did it. But then inside me, I be like, I had to do it that way. Because it's sometimes, you know what I'm saying, if I don't do it that way, y'all be acting like y'all missed the point. So I'm going to have to do it to you. Some of y'all, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna put it out there. I see the badges. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate you. Thank you, Corey. I appreciate you. Thank you, Kiwi. I appreciate you. I see it. Thank you, Helen and Erica. I see this. I see the gifts coming. Appreciate you, Finney. I appreciate that, man. Starting today, forever. I appreciate that badge. Y'all ready? I'm waiting on them. They almost there. They at 488K. Double tap on the screen. Let's just be real about the situation, because some of y'all right now, y'all got the right skill set. Y'all know exactly what to do. Y'all know exactly how to do it, but y'all struggling with this right here. Understand, this is what y'all been struggling with. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? I see her down here. She said we ready. Double tap on the screen. The problem is right here, you're being controlled by the unknown. What you say the no was? Stop being controlled by the unknown. Yeah. Stop being controlled by the unknown. You're gonna have to let that go, baby. What you say, coach? Stop being controlled by the unknown. Some of y'all said slam up and did just like that right here. I know it. Some of y'all that's at work, y'all done already told them I gotta make my way to the bathroom. Some of y'all done pulled over on the slam on the side of the road. I see you right now. That's right. Some of y'all running up and down y'all hallway, the church people yelling glory. That's right. Understand that you're in a place in your life right now where you know that you can do exactly what it is that you want to do. You know that already. You know that you can get up, you can go get you another job. You know for a fact that you can work 2 jobs if need be. You know that already, but you don't want to do the work. You don't want to step out on your own faith. Understand that. And in order for you to be able to live a better life, you have to first become a better person yourself. Understand that. But the issue is you're being controlled by the unknown. You're letting the fact that you don't know what's going to happen next, you're letting that keep you in a chokehold. You're letting the fact that you've never lived by yourself put that in a chokehold. You're letting the fact that you ain't never really been single put you in a chokehold. You let letting the fact that if I walk away from these friends, I don't know how long it's going to be before I get new friends. Chokehold. You talking about if I walk away from this job, I don't know how long it's going to take for me to get another job. Chokehold. You talking about if I walk away from this church, I don't know how long it's going to take me to find another church, and my family that been here and my great granny that been here and the ancestors that walked up and down here. Understand? Chokehold. That's what you in right now. And if we can really be in the church real quick, we ain't going to just call it a chokehold. We're going to call it strongholds. Yeah, that's a fact. Some of y'all ain't in the chokehold. Some of y'all are tied up in strongholds, baby. Yeah, that's what y'all got wrapped around. Y'all better pull them down. Y'all better pull them down. You better know what he said. I cast down every stronghold, baby. Every stronghold, every negative energy, every negative spirit. Understand that. Not today, baby. I'm going to let you know that right now. Not about to play with me. Not about to play with my current life or my future life. I can have the life that I want. Understand that. And I got one job only. That is to align myself forward. My job is to show up and put in the work. That's right. If I can see it right here, then I can create it right here. Understand that. Yep, that's right. I can speak it into existence. Understand. I know exactly what I need to do to be able to get it done. That's the type of faith that you gotta have. That's the type of life that you gotta have. You gotta let go of that lack thinking that you can only go this far and only have this much. You're gonna have to understand that abundance, baby. Thinking abundance, baby. Take that cap up off yourself and let it be known. Ain't nothing off limits to me. It might be limits to you, but it ain't nothing off limits to me. If I want it, I can have it, but I gotta go and get it. If I want it, I can have it, but all I gotta do is work towards it. I gotta align myself. Understand that I'm not walking around here. Understand that barely making it in life. Ends barely meeting. Can't do this and can't do that. Got to sit out of this and got to sit out that. You better flip that mental switch. That's what you better be doing. Flipping that mental switch, baby. I can do whatever it is that I want to do in this life. I'm not here to survive. I'm here to thrive. I'm waiting on y'all to put that in the comment section. Well, what you say? I ain't here to survive. I'm here to thrive. Some of y'all need to remind yourself, I'm here to thrive. Do I got any thrivers? Do I got any thrivers? I'm here to thrive. I'm here to thrive. I'm here to thrive, baby. I'm here to thrive. I don't know about nobody else, but I'm here to thrive. Yeah. I'm here to thrive. I'm tired of surviving. I'm tired of just having my head a little bit above water. I'm ready to thrive. I'm ready to thrive in life. I'm ready to live my very best life. Understand that I'm ready to live my very best life. Understand that I'm ready to live in peace. I'm ready to have real joy. I ain't even trying to be happy because I understand that happiness is a temporary state. I don't want happiness. I want joy. Understand that I want joy. I want that joy that confuses people. I want that joy that have folk looking at me like ain't no way in the world. She's still smiling and grinning and showing up like ain't nothing going on in her life. That's right, baby. All of that stuff is above me. Understand that I know who sits high, looks low. I know who controls the outcome of every situation. There's no need for me to sit over there and be whining and crying. There's no need for me to sit over there and be feeling defeated, talking defeated, thinking defeated. There's no reason for me to be over there thinking that I can't have it. Ain't no need for me to be sitting over there, going over there complaining to folk, whining to folk, crying to folk when I already know who is in control of the outcome. And yeah, that's right. I'm living in life, baby. I'm thriving. I'm thriving. Come on, double tap on the screen. I'm thriving, baby. I'm thriving in life. I don't know about you. I'm thriving. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. What you doing, thriving? And I'm worthy too. And all both of them. I'm thriving because I'm worthy, baby. I'm thriving because I'm worthy. Understand that some folk gonna look at you crazy because they ain't used to people having confidence. They not used to people having confidence. They ain't used to having people having self-esteem. And they not used to that type of behavior. But you got to understand, baby, you got to keep your confidence, right? Be ready to be confident. That's head up, chest out. You got to know who got you. Understand that. You got to know who got you. You got to know who's in control of those outcomes, right? Be clear with your boundaries and your consequences. Understand that I'm going to be clear. That's right. I'm going to be clear. I'm going to be confident. What's the next one, baby? Go ahead. What's the next one? Understand that I'm going to be ready to be confront, to confront. That's right. Understand that as soon as you cross me, we're addressing it right then and there. I'm not walking away from nothing. I'm going to let you know exactly what time it is right then and there. We're not waiting till tomorrow to have that conversation or the next day. We're going to talk about that right then, right now. Understand that because the longer that you put it off, the more that you put it off, then folk going to think that it was okay. They're going to think that they can talk to you that way. They're going to think that it's okay for them to move that type of way in your life. Not mine. Not mine. You will not play with me, baby. Understand that. You got to understand. You owe this right here to yourself. And the other one is you got to be competent. Don't argue with your opinion. Argue with the truth. I argue with the truth, baby. Yeah, I argue with the truth. This ain't my opinion. I can tell you what I done lived through. This is a testimony right here. I done been there, done that. You know what I mean? I know what it takes. Be clear, be competent, be confident, and be ready to confront. Understand that. In every area of your life. We're in a season right now, you got to give yourself 3 wins. 3 wins a day. 3 wins a day. 3 wins a day. Give yourself 3 wins a day. What's them 3 wins? You need a spiritual win. You need a mental win. You need a physical win. 3 wins a day. 3 wins a day. Keep yourself afloat. 3 wins a day. A spiritual win, a mental win, and a physical win. 3 wins a day. Making sure, yeah, come on, let's double tap on the screen. That's all right. Y'all past y'all goal right now. Y'all at 537K on TikTok. Double tap that screen real quick. Yeah, 3 wins a day, baby. That's a spiritual win. Now, what's your spiritual win? Make sure you're getting into prayer. Getting into prayer every single day. Getting into prayer, starting that prayer off with gratitude. You know what I'm saying? And a matter of fact, get real fly with it. We got 2 months left in this year. Get real fly with it. I dare you to start praying 3 times a day. Come on now. Let's put it out there. Go ahead and start doing it 3 times a day. Give yourself a spiritual win. Your mental win is you taking that hour block. Block off an hour for yourself a day. And I don't care if you ain't doing nothing but sitting there in silence, releasing. I don't care if you ain't doing nothing but listening to meditation music. For that hour, you allow yourself to be able to relax, allow yourself to be able to recenter. You know what I'm saying? Get your breathing together. Give yourself a mental break right then and there. Release anything that's negative, right? Because stuff happened all throughout the day. That's your mental win. Be able to recenter yourself and give yourself a physical win. That's getting up, doing 30 minutes to an hour, 30 minutes a day, getting on the treadmill, getting out there, walking around your neighborhood, getting up, you know what I'm saying, doing a 30-minute workout on TV. You know what I'm saying? Give yourself those 3 wins a day. I guarantee you, as you do this every single day through the end of the year, you're going to finish this year off really strong. You're going to finish this year off, and I promise you, you're going to feel like a brand new person. Give yourself 3 wins a day. You owe this to yourself. Every single day that you wake up and you put 10 toes to the ground, I want you to sweat yourself. Tell yourself how beautiful you are and how much you love you, because it's no love like self-love, and you first have got to love yourself way before you're able to love anybody else. It's your favorite online motivational speaker and life coach. It's your girl, Street Poet. I got to get out of here. Got some business to go handle. But if I motivated you, if I inspired you, if I lifted your spirit in any type of way, shape, or form, go ahead and send me a couple gifts down here on TikTok. If I motivated you, if I inspired you, if I lifted your spirits in any type of way, IG, go ahead and send me a badge or 2 right quick. Double tap on that screen. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Get ready. I got to run back out the door. I got some business to go handle. That's right, man. So, yeah, I got to come ship some of y'all stuff, man. I ran out of shipping bags. Got to go get some more bags because y'all did not play on my website. Y'all did not play this weekend. Y'all was ordering up y'all hoodies. So I got a lot of stuff that I'm going to be shipping all week. Ooh, thank you so much. Look at the fruit coming up. I know that's right. Double tap on that screen. Send me some love, y'all. Thank y'all. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, man. Yes, I try to tell y'all, man, as much as I can, I'm going to do the Monday through Friday as much as I can. I know we started this back in August. You guys asked me to continue to do Monday through Friday. And as long as you guys are supporting, y'all coming in, you know what I'm saying, and doing y'all part, I'm going to make sure that I'm studying, that I'm fasting, that I'm praying, that I'm in there doing my part to make sure you guys get a video Monday through Friday through the end of this year. You know what I'm saying? It is trying sometimes, but you know what I'm saying? I'm going to push through. I'm going to sacrifice as much as I can to make sure you guys are good and that I get these videos out. But I'm going to tell you, it's a struggle. It is a struggle. It's a struggle getting it done. But yes, man, no more wet wood around you. I know that's right. Y'all double tap on my screen. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you haven't gotten your tickets already, I will be in Atlanta, Georgia. Atlanta, Georgia, November the 18th. This weekend, I'm going to be in Atlanta, Georgia, November the 18th. If you haven't gotten your tickets for Selfish Friday, Saturday, which is going to be the Friendsgiving, if you haven't gotten your tickets, make sure you do so, right? November the 18th, I will be in Atlanta, Georgia. So you guys, make sure you guys meet me out there. Meet me in Atlanta. November the 25th, Jacksonville, Florida. If you haven't gotten on the Eventbrite, I really need you guys to get on that Eventbrite. You know what I mean? I need about 7 7 or 8 people to get on that Eventbrite and go ahead and grab your tickets for Jacksonville, Florida. Jacksonville, Florida, that's November the 28th. The Eventbrite is up right now. I want to see you guys live in person. I want to be able to love on you in person, exchange this good energy with you guys in person, man. Jacksonville, Florida, November the 25th. I'm sorry. November the 25th is Jacksonville, Florida. November the 25th, Jacksonville, Florida. November the 18th, I'm in Atlanta. So y'all, I will see you guys November the 25th. 25th, I see some of y'all putting 28th. November the 25th is Jacksonville, Florida. November 25th, the event, there you go. Eventbrite is up right now. Early bird tickets for November the 25th, and they are discounted already. I need about 7 people to go to the Eventbrite and go grab your tickets for Saturday, November the 25th in Jacksonville. I need you guys to get on that Eventbrite, go grab those tickets, come out and show me some love. Come send me some love. November the 18th, I will be in Atlanta, Georgia. So I'm getting prepared now to go out to Atlanta. Man, it's always a vibe. Food always good. The energy is always good. So definitely those 2 places for November. November the 18th is going to be in Atlanta. The 25th, I'm going to be in Jacksonville. I love you guys so much, man. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day.